Hello. Give me just a sec, I'll send out the link. Uh-oh. Give me just a sec, I'll send out two of me. I wasn't in the Discord a lot this past weekend, or even this past week. So, although the schedule was right, there was still some confusion as to whether tonight would be a stream day. It is, obviously, here we are now, but it is going to be a very short one. I'll get to why in a sec. But let me just post this. We're in week 3 now of the new year. What's going on? What's going so quickly? Okay, I think I've got everything I need. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? How's the weekend? Busy. I had a lot going on. I wasn't, luckily enough, Daisy was set up correctly, was able to post the schedule for those in the Discord, although I might have to make one change to it. I'll talk about talk about that in a sec. You finished The Hobbit. Ooh. Oh, you went to Shallow Graves? Did you not do, were you not interested in, Lord of the Rings? Going into Fellowship? Glad you're getting through that one quickly, though. Nice. Let me see. Okay, stream is up. I'm just checking the stream health real quick. Oh, that'll be next. I have to get these others in too, so Lord of the Rings is a reward, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, it makes sense. Hey, Nibble, hello. How you doing? The Will of the Many is after Fellowship. I haven't heard of most of these. Are they all, fantasy novels? Oh, what am I reading now? Textbooks. The Unreal Engine user guide. Oh, historical mystery. Oh, I see. Hey, is your name? How you doing? How are you doing? How is everyone doing, by the way? Uh, I'm just looking at. Oh, let's get to the Discord because that's what I've been looking at. I realize you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Let's get back to here. Again, I think Daisy will. Oh no, she's not because she's not awake right now. Hold on, let me wake her up. I was gonna say Daisy will drop the link to the Discord if anyone's interested and anyone's new. Looks like they're just talking about streaming horror games. Vigil. I don't know if I played Vigil before. I don't know if I've done that. Some posts and art, and oh, I guess someone's doing some home renovation. Username, nice art as always. Ooh. Oh, let's mute the music. Nice, and I think that's kind of where we were caught up to. Is that the fungus from Last of Us? Hope you all had a fantastic Monday, by the way. Today's mostly going to be pretty short. This Wednesday, I had initially planned on streaming. Likely won't. And also, if you guys have been here like last Monday, you might have heard me say this. A lot of stuff going on, nothing big, but just a lot of things that are like slightly higher priority than streaming. And I'm working through all of that at a very good pace, honestly. Trying to start off the new year by getting a lot done that I've been slacking on. And come February is when a lot of that will be done and out of the way. And then that'll kind of let me focus a little bit more on not just streaming, but game development. That way, also between streams, I can get more done. Yay, productivity. Yeah, essentially, like getting a super head start on spring cleaning. Actually, speaking of spring, is there any blah blah? I can't speak tonight. It's always Mondays. I can't speak. Um, we're in a very weird time right now because Christmas is over, but it's not spring yet. But it doesn't feel right to still call it winter, or to like have winter themed backdrops. So I use this one. If anyone has Wallpaper Engine, and you think there's a good backdrop that we can use for like this time of year, I have a good one planned for spring. I'm looking forward to the spring season, honestly, but we've got another couple months to go. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. Oh yeah, a lot of talk of Hytale. It looks good. It was -2 without windshield. It's winter, my guy. So, okay, look, I'm not saying you're wrong, but in my mind, as soon as Christmas ends, it's just like it feels weird saying that it's like, oh, because I don't know, winter and Christmas are always like synonymous. Also, Hoden left some good comments on YouTube, and my stream might be dying. I think we're doing okay. Hold on. Let me just fix a couple things. Whenever the music goes out, that's kind of my cue that the stream might be struggling a bit. Okay, yeah, it was struggling a bit. Okay, let me reduce the engine quality. He was talking about how, again, Hoden left a YouTube comment saying that if I do F11, that goes into full screen. Last time that was one of the things I'd wanted to do, except I was doing it in like a solo playable editor, because I wanted to get this aspect ratio to test with. And so Hoden, if you're watching, thank you. The other thing that he recommended, he gave some feedback on the buttons for moving the monitors, and he commented that he thinks this current setup is good. So like having the edge of the screens be what you use to change what screen you're looking at, and then the top is zoom in to a single screen, the bottom is zoom back out. These buttons, obviously, I would want to give them some UI element, either little arrows or little text on the side, possibly have it to where when I hover over it, it's a little bit more obvious of a change. You can very faintly see that on hover it changes a little bit, but I can probably make that a little bit more pronounced. Another thing we could possibly do, I need to replace that one to get rid of her name on that, because that's technically not always going to be the case. Is to start putting some buttons on here. I don't know how that's going to work, because I didn't quite get the chance to look into some good visual screen effects for these monitors here. And we might even be able to do that now. Excited to see what you've made. It's still you know, unfortunately I'm at a point where there's not a lot to show off. I'm still aiming for June 7th, and with June 7th is going to come like something cohesive that explains some of the basic mechanics of the game. This here will be part of it where you do end up using these monitors. You will probably interact with something besides this dummy here. I would like for it to look a little bit, at least thematically consistent. And then these control panels, you know, there's actually a game to play with them. So right now, a lot of the background of this is in a pretty good state. There's a little bit more that would need to happen, but when it comes to the individual properties that these things have, so like our Hunter AI controller has all of these traits already, and so on those screens we would just need to display these, maybe throw some flavor text at them too. That's simple enough. So for instance, it would be kind of awkward if I just had a button that said ignore music source, or like a text bubble that said ignore music source. I would probably want to form that into a longer sentence, like when, you know, X here's, I don't know how I'd word that. I would want it to sound like observation notes from like a biologist or a zoologist, because that's kind of what that's meant to emulate. The updated UI is looking good, thank you. You can keep your secrets? Oh no, what'd I miss? What did I miss? Hold on, let's get back up. Nibble said, hey yo. And then updated UI looks good. Did she do the Netherlands thing again? Hold on. I might need to. Well, that message is in the void. So, I can't see it, if there was something. Honestly, no need for animations. The monster's already terrifying with his T-posing. What kind of comment is that? Anyway, we'll ignore the awkward stuff. Let's get into the UI, which is, this is one of them. The other UI is, because we have a couple different UIs in this scene here. If we go back into it, this is one of them. So like, this is all one widget, all surrounding the entire screen, and then there's a second widget behind it. That's kind of how we're able to get like these buttons to work. And so obviously I don't want these to overlap each other, because then I won't be able to press the widget behind it. But I need to find where that one is, the one that has the side buttons. We can start modifying it and test out a couple things. Okay. I need to at some point reorganize my folder. Template content, this is a folder I made. The intention is anything that I can reuse for other games, I want to put under like this template content folder. So like UI sounds, like this menu click button. Like that's all stuff that I could possibly use in a different game, or like a lot of these user interface stuff. But some of these are getting a little bit more specific, where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. In-game cam monitor control. Oh, so this is it. Okay. Here it is. Gotcha. It's looking great. Thank you. Thank you. Um, if we go to, I'm pretty sure we can give these an image rather than a background color. And then we could, can I scale this image to the button? Kind of. I feel like there's a better way to do it than that, though. Tiling? No. Do we have any, like, arrow images already? Okay, that looks good. That next arrow. I think, honestly, that first one we found might do at least okay for now. At least to try this out. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's do 64 by 64. Try 128 by 128. And it doesn't look like it's going to let me go that far. We've kind of hit the edge of what the button can do. What can I do with this? If I copy it on this one. Okay, no, that's not exactly what I wanted. If I do a negative. Oh, whoops. Negative takes you guys away. Forgot that's what my hotkey was. Okay, no. I think that you just instinctively wake up anytime I typically start streaming. Which, you know what? I'll take it. +1 view. I mean, you are all so much more than just a number on a screen. Especially because right now that number is 4. It does say that chat rate is 1. Which, we've definitely had more people than one person chat. The chat rate of the stream at the most recent available time. It doesn't tell me a whole lot. It's gonna be 0. You get some sleep. Like, I know that this is super early for you. Okay, how do I rotate an image? That's image size. Can I flip? How do I flip? Oh. No, that didn't do anything. Why give me all of these buttons if they don't do anything? Oh. Well, that would fix the squishing issue, but I don't know it's that. I don't think it looks that bad. Okay, can I not just, like, rotate this? We're a mighty 4. Yeah. We're a mighty 6 now. Why is Daisy not doing her job? She's got one thing that she does in this chat room. Hold on. What does she rank that message as? A 0.2? A 0.2. Alright, we're increasing her sensitivity to 0.2. That's all your fault. I don't know if this works, honestly. This might make it worse. Oh, wait. Her moderation might be offline. Ooh, it is. Enabled. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, new Silent Hill movie. I know nothing about it, kind of intentionally. I hope it's good. It comes out, you said, in 4 days? Was positive exciting things or boring adult things? A little bit more boring adult, but in an exciting way for me. I was talking to, about this with Basti offline, and that, like, my apartment, it was just kind of been like a huge mess. Not like Roach King levels of mess, but enough to where it's like it's serviceable. And to start off the new year and then just kind of get into the right mindset of being productive each day, one of the things that I'm trying to do is, rather than saving all my chores for the weekend and then only getting through a handful of them, if I spend an hour a day during the week after work, then that's 5 hours worth of chores that I'm doing before the weekend even comes. And so I was like, okay, well, let's, it started with just like laundry, then dishes, then, well, I cleaned up the living room and, reorganized the furniture, then cleaned up the kitchen, and then going to the closet, and then going through the other, and then just kind of bit by bit. This part's gonna sound kind of nerdy, but like, I remember back when I was living with my folks, I had like the old Oculus headset, and I would go into like the solo VR chat lobbies with like the super cool high-rise apartment buildings, just because it's like, it's so cozy, and I'm a sucker for a good atmosphere. And just to kind of like chill out, because they had like little pool table games and whatnot. And so my mindset was like, well, why don't I just make my reality something that's cozy, something that's nice to chill in? And so it's kind of just working towards that goal of, making my own living space just a cool place to be. Cozy for the win, love that for you. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's like, it feels good being productive. It feels good having like such an organized and neat living space. Because like, it was clean, but it wasn't like neat and orderly, if that makes any sense. You're a proper adult. Everybody will get here at some point. I feel like that's just a phase people have, is like, you kind of go out on your own. You have your, your bachelor phase, or I guess bachelorette phase, where you're just kind of, living. And then you're like, oh, I kind of want to clean my room. Maybe my parents were onto something. Completely get it. I'm a massive big cleaner and nice environment maker. Yeah, it like by the way, my office is where I'm streaming at right now. That I've been saving for last because I've got the most amount of crap here. And it's worse than it was a couple weeks ago. I'm looking at it right now. Because like when I'm cleaning up, I'll be like, "Oh, this belongs in the office space because it's like something computer related." And then I just throw it in here because it's like, okay, I'll get to that later. I don't need to worry about it right now. And it's just, there's a pile. There's like 5 different types of USB chargers. I don't know if any of them work. That's the other thing I did that I'm guilty of. I kept so many things thinking, oh man, what if I need this? And I haven't touched it in like a decade. I just gotta start tossing stuff. My room has a shelf with a bunch of junk. I call it my junk shelf. There's an oven display system for a carburetor for a quad, a rock from Colorado, a rock from Ohio, geode. I've got like a nerd shelf. I've got like some Amiibo. I've got like all the Nintendo consoles on it. We're right there with you. It just had a backsplash put in, and it makes a huge difference in codes. What's a backsplash? Hold on, let me Google this. Backsplash. Protects walls from splashes and adds. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get like an image up. And show you guys. Like that marble tiling in the back. It's like when you're working with liquids, it doesn't get the drywall. I'm lucky enough that like mine has one of those already, but absolutely. Do you have houseplants? I had a snake plant. Well, let me at least move the like just something scenic if people just drop in and we're talking about houseplants. I have a snake plant. But for whatever reason, I don't know if this is a skill issue or if it was it's not dirt. It's like the special dirt that like has nutrients in it. Anyway, it's tons of gnats. I was like, well, this sucks. So it's still alive, but I put it elsewhere. I think all the gnats are dead though. So I should probably bring that back inside. Have you reached the bird appreciation in garden level of adult yet? I would like to start gardening. I'd like to at least start growing like veggies and stuff if I could. But I've only got like a little balcony and I can't do too much with that. And plus I gotta like learn like seasonal stuff. Bird appreciation though, huge zoology fan. That's like, I did a little bit of zoology before I became an engineer. There's this app, there are 2 apps. One of them is called Seek, where it's like it uses your phone camera to like tell you what plant or animal you're looking at, or fish. And there's this other one called Merlin, I think, where it's like if you record bird noises, it'll tell you what type of bird it is. Yeah, Merlin Bird ID. I was talking to like one of the volunteers at one of the local national parks, and she was just going off about all these things, and it was fun listening to her rant. Birds for the win. Bird appreciation is the final level of adult. Kitchen backsplash. Yeah. My grandma has had a snake plant, and then she got cats, so now I have a snake plant. Those things don't die. It just keeps getting bigger, and I have to keep buying new pots to fit it. You have an ecology degree plus a software dev dip? Nice. What's ecology? That's like the study of ecosystems, right? Ecology. No, not ecology block. Just why did autocorrect that? Okay, yeah. Their physical surroundings. That's what I thought. Okay. I can figure out. That's the other thing too. I want to like. It would be fun to explore the other fields of science. By the way, we went from 6 viewers down to 2, but honestly, this conversation's far more entertaining to me than diddling around in this menu trying to get this to flip around. So for those of you here for software development, sorry, we might maybe in February, maybe we'll get back on track. But I mean, I kind of like just chatting. But I do want to take a look into the other fields of science. Like, I think astronomy is so cool, like the study of planets. I have a nice looking telescope, and I've been able to see like a little bit. I saw Saturn once, and that was it, and then it was gone forever. And then like the moon and Mars. Never on track, birds only. I listened to a podcast today about computers made with neurons. That's like, I've heard about quantum computing for so long, and then just kind of nothing came of it. But I mean, people have made computers in Minecraft, so. Also, just rather than just diddling around in the engine, I'm gonna Google how to flip an image in UI. UI5 widget flip image. Using the render transform scale in the widget blueprint. All right, thank you. I think I saw that. Render transform. There we go. Actually, that did kind of look better when it wasn't squished, I think. Like if we do by 2, we do this by 2. See, we're getting some work done. We got an extra viewer. Blue! We've been talking about houseplants, but how have you been doing? Clearly, we are hard at work and not distracted in the slightest. Certainly not. That does not happen here. I didn't cry a lot. I'll be back. I gotta look for my earbuds. Take your time. Okay. I might be self-reporting as a fake computer scientist, but does anyone have AirPods? And if so, why do they suck so much? Like, the left one doesn't charge, and then sometimes it does, but then sometimes it just doesn't connect when I take it out of the case. And it's like, these are not cheap things to buy. Why do they not work? I think that's just all Apple products. You got some wonky ones? I guess so. Very hard at work, exactly. I'm glad you understand, Blue. What have you been up to? Okay. Look at all the progress we made. We added some arrows. Let's see how it looks. You've had mine 3 years and they work okay? I've had mine probably for longer than 3 years. It's like, to be fair, I also just didn't take a lot of care of them. I think it's the case. I think the case is what I broke because I've dropped that thing onto asphalt a ton of times. Because like the AirPods themselves still sound good, but I think it's just like the charging. And I tried to buy a replacement case, like one of the cheap ones on Amazon from like China, and it charges them, right? But because of the way that Apple designs the software, like specifically for their case, it doesn't act quite right. Melancholy, how you doing? Welcome on in. You're here for bird talk. You're wearing ones right now. Yes, the left is currently demanding to be charged, but I'm refusing to do so. I will say, those things charge quick. Like, mad respect to that. You're probably the dumbest. No. People who like birds cannot be dumb. It's a fact, actually. I think they passed that in law recently. Been fighting a sickness. You're constantly nauseous and headaches. Oh man. Get well soon. I mean, I would say like I would give unsolicited advice on how to get better, but I'm sure you already know plenty of like, you know, oh, drink tea with honey if you have a sore throat. But seriously, like, get better, get some rest if you can. Oh yeah, they want you to buy a new one, not replace. Exactly. Girls' night. Yeah. What's my demographic? I think I like. I do think I have. I want to say it's 50-50. Let me see if I can pull this up. Which is odd, especially for like a software development channel or gaming channel. You usually see a pretty heavy male bias. So, shout out to y'all women tonight for breaking through norms. Age and gender, not enough demographics to show this report. Okay. It used to tell me. And it's not telling me anymore. I think it was something like 40-60. Because we still get a lot of people who watch and don't chat, which is fine. Like, that's always okay. Oh, look at this. This is neat. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything sensitive on this page before I start sharing screen. I think that's fine. Hold on. What about these tabs? Mouse interact. These are all just me posting questions about how bad I am at this. Okay, cool. I think we'll be fine. Let's see here. These are my analytics. Let me scroll up. I've missed a lot. We live in an overconsumption society. Yes, about the earbuds. I think having a high female viewership means Ren's not a creep. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you. We talking about burbs? We are. We're talking about the Merlin app, where it's like you can just record bird sounds in a park, and it will tell you what kind of birds are around you. I realize I'm just realizing this specific room you're making looks a lot like the FNAF 2 office. Oh no, hold on. The vibe I was going for was kind of like the rooms in Portal, and I was like, man, this looks nothing like that. But then Masochist was going off about like really good attention to detail tips, and so when I circle back to Blender, I want to try to blend some of that in. Speaking about birds, shoebills, walking menaces. What is a shoebill? I was about to Google it on that one, but then I realized, oh, I just put it on my phone because I don't know what's gonna show up. Mostly because it's like shoebills in your area. Oh. Oh, I hate that. Har har har. Okay. Blue jays are a menace, or blackbirds. I used to work as a ranger at a park with an oh. And the ratio of men to women was an indicator of how creepy it was. Huh. Personally, my favorite bird will always be pigeons. Did y'all know they come in curly feathers as well. I'll say it. I'm a huge fan of the flight. We'll go to the analytics in a sec, but let's get the cozy backdrop going while we're talking about just birds and stuff. I'm a big fan of them flightless birds, them penguins. Crows are smart. Yeah, I'll give them that. Ravens are too. Common Gackle. That's a pigeon museum in Oklahoma. Oh, there's a pigeon museum in Oklahoma. They got a whole museum for pigeons? I can tell that Oklahoma's got a lot going on. Alright, let's do this. Top demographic. This is the one that I was interested in. What time of day my viewers are most active? You'll notice it's not when I typically start streaming. There's a little blip here, but like, let's see, 7 p.m. on a Monday. Some of your viewers are on YouTube. Most of y'all are, whatever reason, 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and then 9 a.m. on Friday. What is this? What are you guys doing on 9 a.m. at 9 a.m. on a Friday? Also, did you know that my most viewed video, like, week to week, is still just the FNAF 2 intro opening cinematic? It's this. Oh, how do I just watch it? This is like 11 years ago. I just recorded the intro to FNAF 2, thinking like, oh, maybe someone will want to watch it, like, or someone maybe like skipped it accidentally. They want to see what they skipped. 38 seconds. It's like one of my most viewed videos, and then people subscribe. I don't know what they expect. I don't know what they expect of this channel. Certainly not that. What else? What are my other analytics? But that's about it, I think. It doesn't tell me much else. Shout out to the 1% of you watching on a TV. And when watching from a Roku fridge. United States. So 70% of you are not US. Or maybe it doesn't know. Okay, I think it just doesn't know what the 70% is. Some of you guys use subtitles? Am I not speaking clearly enough? What's that about? Alright, let's catch up on chat. What's the best bird you've seen in the wild? Probably an owl. I don't know what type of owl, but my cousin and I went hiking once, and that was an adventure. We went night hiking. It's like, oh, why not? We saw an owl, and I was gonna list off the other animals we saw, and then I'm like, oh, wait. Some of these might be exclusive to a certain region of the world, and maybe I shouldn't. But we saw a lot of things. A lot of dangerous, no good things. They didn't mess with us, by the way, the scary animals. They just kind of did their own thing. Kiwis? I love kiwis. Not the fruit, the burb. Did you see the kiwi animation video? Where, like, it nails trees to a cliff? Did you see that? Note to self, go to Oklahoma and gape a pit. Yes, yes. Where is my audience from? Most of them, I believe, are... It says the US. That might just be the VOD watchers. Because there's probably like 4 people in chat right now, and I feel like for a lot of us, unless you're PST, it's probably pretty late. Probably close to like 10 o'clock for most of y'all. On a Monday, y'all are killing it. People love FNAF. They do. You'd say puffins? Puffins are good. I do like puffins. We saw the things. Thinking too hard on that question, but I would say seagulls. It's 9:45 here, almost bedtime. Fair enough. I'll probably I'll probably wrap up in about 15. I was initially only going to do like half hour, but since like I've spent 42 minutes of this 45-minute stream talking about birds and cleaning my room, I could probably go for a bit longer. I don't hate this. I don't know if blue is the best color. Let's also get light in here to see if it's... Because I'm trying to think, if the background is a little bit better lit, how do those arrows look? Is there a hotkey to start this? Control Alt for more. Oh, Alt P. That way I don't have to leave full screen to enter it again. Let me tell you about... Oh, no. I think probably a penguin while snorkeling. Oh. We need a 7 p.m. stream sometime? Well, that's when I start my stream, the 7 p.m. So wait, if it's 9, so that would be, hold on, I'm a math guy. 5 o'clock for me. That's not impossible. Definitely easier during, I'm dying, hold on. Definitely easier during the weekend. But it might be worth checking out. I've said this for like however many years I've started streaming. I want to do more weekend streams, but I think a lot of what happens is I'm so busy trying to like catch up on chores that I neglected during the week to do weekend streams. But now that I've got this new habit going where I'm doing my chores during the week, I don't know, maybe it'll be more likely. You have beef with seagulls? Oh no. What's your seagull beef? I didn't know that seagulls make beef. I thought only cows did that. Oh, okay. I didn't open Visual Studio. Thank you though. When I was in middle school, I got pooped on. Fly by poop. Oh, yeah, that happens. Yeah. When I was having a picnic one time, I had a cookie in my hand. Granted, like, I wasn't a child. Grown adult man. I was like, this was like 4 years ago. There was a cookie in my hand, just straight dove in, took the cookie, and flew away. And I just was looking at my hand, cookieless, in awe, for like a solid 15 seconds. All day in class you stay. Oh yeah, that's the worst part. See, that's why you gotta have a spare change of clothes, and deodorant, and for a guy, hair gel or a hat in my trunk at all times. Maths, exactly. I think that means good luck. Yeah, they can keep it. Maths and choking. Just like once in a life. Just like once on a Sunday. Yeah, that could be fun. Being pooped on by bird is good luck. Welcome to adult life. Chores never end ever. See, Maddie, I think it was when I had come to that realization that I was like, oh no. I need to be a bit more proactive with all of this. But I think that like by doing it little by little throughout the 5 days a week, that'll buy me more time during the weekend. Or at least like if I spend my Saturday doing absolutely nothing productive, I won't feel as bad knowing that I had a productive. And so far it's been going well. My office is still like looks like crap. I'm looking at it now. There's like a guitar. There's a drone. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know where I'm gonna put. Sparrows are actually your favorite bird though because they eat out of your hand. I would cry. That's so sad. Not the cookie. Mela, hello. Cope horror. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing here tonight. It's like it's like when you're in school and you're talking about everything else except the work, and then the teacher comes by. It's like, hey, how's it going? It's like, oh, it's Man, this game design. Mel, we've been talking about like birds and being an adult and doing chores for like the past 50 minutes. I do play guitar a little bit. Do I? Hold on, is this tuned? Where is it? I played a lot in high school. I haven't touched it realistically since then. I don't know if I still have the muscle memory. When I moved in with my ex, I organized an entire house, completely cleared out his office for me to use. Ooh. Let's see. As not in tune, but we'll ride. Let's see. One of the ones I used to know was Wake Me Up When September Ends, because there's an arpeggio at the beginning. I don't know how, did that, hold on. Does that go through the mic? It does, okay. You Green Day? Why is everyone, what's going on? Why does everyone hate Green Day? Granted, I'm a little sibling, so a lot of my music taste came from my older siblings, and that's just what I listen to. Play Wonderwall? I don't know how to play Wonderwall. Hold on, let's see. Oh, it's really out of tune. Oh! And that's the end of that. I also need to trim my nails. It's awkward when they're long. Green Day are poop. Thanks, Nibble. Words of wisdom. Words to live by. Oh, that's fine. It's supposed to make that sound. Made a bobblehead of him? Ooh, that's cool. What's your latest bobblehead? Or I guess, what's the one you're most proud of? What's Green Day? Oh yeah, it's a band. They made a lot of, like, what's their most popular song? I don't think it's Wake Me Up When September Ends. It's probably American Idiot, maybe? He posted it on his story? What? That's so cool. Blink-182. Oh, I love Blink-182. EDM and Screamo. I think my favorite artist now is probably Porter Robinson. Play a Weezer song? I do want to get either back into guitar or piano a little bit. I got a pretty good setup recently for learning piano, and so I want to try a little bit. I want to probably start learning either Daisy Bell, the song, or something classical like Clair de Lune. Maddie's a raver. Alright, let's look at the screen for the 5th time as I determine how it looks. Okay, so the color isn't awful. Let's see how it looks, because right now it's transparent. You can kind of see through the blue. Let's see how it looks if we do a solid color. Can I control click? I can. Good. Alpha. We might want to make it a bit darker. And it would be kind of nice to give it like a border, so like kind of like the old Resident Evil 2 UI. But that would just be an image. I don't know if I would do that like natively through Unreal Engine. Guitar, only if Livid were here. Does Livid play guitar? I know that he's got like tons of stories. Let's see. Signing up the kiddo for piano lessons in 2 years. Hey, congrats! Have to paint the piano and move in from the garage. Oh, like a real full piano? Oh man, the dude moving back there scared me. I forgot he was doing whatever he was doing. I just have a MIDI keyboard. And I think growing up, I had like a Casio. But like a full-on piano, if that's what you're talking about, that's sick. I listen to a lot of recent artists like Will Wood and Sleep Token. I don't think I've heard of them before. You're a raver. Sleep Token is great. Okay, hold on. I gotta write that down. At least to look it up later. Play them Lemon Jelly. It's chill and funky, but also kids jam to it. It's called a spinet piano, so it's the smallest, but yeah, it's a real piano, and see if they get into it. I think piano, like, there's a bell curve of interest. Is it bell curve? What's the opposite of a bell curve? Whatever the opposite is, right? Like, the first time you see it, it's super interesting and fun because you push the button and it makes the noise. And it's fun just to kind of experiment on it. But then you get to the point where you kind of hit the limit of fun with just experimentation. And then to get to the point where it's super fun again, you have to actually start to learn how to play. So all of that to say, I think, like, at least for me, I enjoyed piano a lot initially. And then I was like, oh, I have to learn to get good at this. And then I stopped. Oh yeah, I need to do more point stuff. Also, I wanted to Google what a spinet piano? I can speak. Oh, I see. Hold on, let me show this to you guys. Spinetto. There. Teeny tiny. Points. Yeah, I need to do stuff with points at some point, boy. I don't know if he does. He probably does. This is on Twitch side, talking about Livid playing guitar. I don't have a single musical bone in your body. That's fine. Not everyone does. I got the bones to doodle. There you go. I feel like everybody has at least one creative bone, and it just takes a long time to figure out which one that is. Yeah, you were forced to learn piano? Oh, are you good at piano, Mela? Have you ever done that on stream? That'd be fun. It's just a smaller piano versus like a grand piano. Yeah. I kind of hate that I liked it so much, but simply piano is really good. It gives you real-time feedback on your playing with lots of really good songs. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. Because I did say I got a setup to play piano, and let me show you what I mean by that, if I can find it quickly enough. Here we go. Oh! Okay, let me show this. Let me also mute Lo-Fi Girl for a sec. As we switch to this. So this is a site called Midiano. You give it a MIDI file, and then like it. This is quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear that super well. That's also its maximum volume too. Hold on. How much louder can I make this? It's gonna be super quiet. It's okay for me. And then the other site that I use is Online MIDI Sequencer or onlinesequencer.net. So I use this to like find MIDIs for music. So like if I want to look for Claire de Lune, I think that's how you spell it. I can like grab this and it's gonna load it. Ooh, it's a nice one. And then you can download it from there and then load it here. And then what I did is, if you have a MIDI keyboard, it'll connect to this, and when you push buttons, it'll, you know, push it here and make the piano sound. I bought a projector from Cheap, and I just kind of project this screen on top of my piano physically in real life, so that I can see the keys fall down. So it's like Guitar Hero a little bit. That's my goal. I got it set up. I haven't tried learning. Oh, let me turn down the music. Sorry about that. Haven't actually like executed on learning something with that setup yet. But Daisy giving me a YouTube notification, very cool. Oh, that's funny. What there is a command where Daisy will tell you what the redeems are. I forgot what it was. Unless I got rid of it. Hold on. Do not redeem. No, where is it? Okay. I used to say in the chat. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was just a it was a PNG that I made, and it would pop up on screen for like a second. Oh, let me just physically show you. Oh, I just killed Daisy. Whoops. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Try Simply Piano. I'll have to write that down. The same, but with actual notes. Oh, next adult task to add to your chore list. Oh no, this is giving me flashbacks to the music box. Ooh, we can't forget the music box. Command. Here are the commands. I can just show this screen. These cam calls are for an old like prototype I built, and maybe some of you from a while ago remember it. I don't think anyone here was from that time though. If only you had super cool redeems. One day I'll have some cool ones. There are some cool recommendations posted in the Discord. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. The choose is for obviously the horse race. Help, that doesn't work. You can ask for help all you like. Nobody's gonna hear you. Luck is you spend 20 points, and you either lose 20 points, or you get an extra 20 points. So it's a 50-50 gamble. Double or nothing. I don't know what this is. I don't remember what this is. I don't remember what bet does. I don't remember what place does. And then we have dog, which is the dog sound song. We have the ghost sound effect. Then we have the ghost dancing, not to be confused with the ghost sound effect. You can tell I'm good at naming these. And then we have the jump scare. I think the jump scare doesn't work because I broke my scenes. So yeah, when Daisy says you're not lucky, you just lost money. Oh. So the audio works, I guess. Just not the face. There also is a cooldown on the luck. Oh, the ghost doesn't work either. That's so sad. I need to fix the ghost. I miss the ghost. He would like dance on screen a little bit. He's so cool. Any of the visual ones don't work. You owe me points. No refunds. No refunds. Sad day. I feel bad for a username because like Daisy's just talking over all of them. I need a redeem to make it so I can do slots. I mean, that's kind of the luck one. It'd be cool to like have a slot machine one, like a visual pop up on screen. That would be fun. I think that would be the improvement to luck. Sad day. Today, no sad day. Good happy day. Because look at how much work we did today. In the past hour, let's demonstrate how good of a job we did. We added blue check marks. Look at that. See, if this was Twitter, you'd have to pay to do that. Honestly, I think I like the solid color more. I don't know if blue is the way to go. Not you, blue, in the chat, but like blue the color. But honestly, I kind of vibe with it. I don't know. Maybe you guys have opinions. Maybe some VOD watchers have opinions. All redeems are final. We have a piano. You need one for user speaking. I'd be scared. Can't see what I'm seeing? Oh, I am a good streamer. There we go. Thank you. So this is like with the solid blue color. Definitely easier to see, the button. Maybe like an improvement to this is if I... Oh, this one kind of overlaps it a little bit. I could probably just fix the camera position if I really wanted to. I would think if I didn't want to add like text that says move to the left camera or back out, I think these are safe enough buttons to press accidentally or experimentally to where I don't need to have something here describing what the button does besides the arrow. Maybe have it so like when you can't zoom in anymore, the button goes away. Oh wait, what? That was not supposed to happen. Okay, I need to fix that. That's a bug. When you back out too much, it takes you to the second one. Ahem, cough, piano. Am I missing a cue? Is there a cue that I'm missing? No need. No, you need a redeem for first-time viewers. It's really good for return viewership if they comment. That's true. Bedtime, catch you next Monday? Yes, that's the plan. Oh, also, yes, if any of you just joined, I know the schedule in the Discord says Wednesday stream is next. Likely not. It will likely be next Monday. Again, easiest way to check is just subscribe or follow. If you happen to be looking for something to watch and I happen to be live, that'll be your best opportunity to tune in. So good night, Maddie. I am also going to be wrapping up. I initially was only going to do this for like half an hour because I've got some more chores I wanted to get done today. But it was fun. It was fun chatting with y'all and just kind of, I don't know, just hanging out on a Monday evening. I mean, not that we did no work. Like, look at that. That's, oh. We'll just hide that. We'll hide. Ooh, this one. Ren is one of the girls. All right. Great girls sleepover, everybody. Thanks for inviting me. This wasn't my stream, I guess. It was sleepover, and I was just happened to be here. All right, y'all. It was been a fun one. Hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead of you and a phenomenal weekend. I will see you all, if not Wednesday, then for sure on Monday. Should we invite him again? Okay, get out of here. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Yeah, he's cool. Oh, thank you. All right, good night, other Twitch viewers. Good night to you on Twitch, also username. All right. See you.